Hey everybody, JSS Tribe, we're live from Tenafly, New Jersey.
What's up, guys? Are we really live? Is it working?
Producer Rich says we are live.
Thank you, Mr. Karuba. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, we're just going right for it, huh?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, did you pick random questions? I
have questions, but before we go into the questions, I have some housekeeping
everybody.
that I wanted to go over.
Housekeeping? I hate housekeeping. I don't do that.
Sorry, just a little.
Okay.
I think a lot of people don't realize how much good information is on the JSS Tribe website.
Oh.
So I wanted to just remind people that we have this website.
Okay.
And it has, I don't even know do you even know what's on the website? You could admit it.
I know some stuff on the I know stuff on the website. I know a lot of things on the website. The database is on the website,
That's right.
which is incredible.
That's right.
Isn't there now a list of everybody's like leaderboard name and where they're from? Wasn't that moved over to the website?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I
yes,
think so.
that's on the website.
So, yes.
Admin Karuba.
Yeah.
The calendar's on the website.
That's a biggie. It gets updated every single day.
Okay. Playlists are on the website.
Playlists are there.
Which, by the way, I mean, you guys have no idea how much work and how much time that takes. So thank you for that. It's very cool. I would want those shared with me.
Oh my gosh!
If I didn't have them myself.
I wanted them, so I was wanting them.
My playlists are fucking good, aren't they?
Oh my!
Aren't they, guys?
They're so good. Other than
Comment
the ones
if you
that
think
have
they're good.
Mumford and Sons or Dave Matthews, they're all great.
My playlists are good, and I take a lot of time.
Yeah,
and they're like,
and I mean, I don't even think we picked, but everybody wants to know the process, how you do it, how you know so many different genres. That wasn't even what we.
I don't even know if you picked that one tonight.
I don't think we even got to that because there's so many good ones, but we could always talk about it anyway.
Okay, we'll see.
But I'm not done with my housekeeping yet.
Okay.
So
tons of good stuff lives over on the website.
This video, when we're done, will live there like in a couple days.
Oh, cool. Okay.
All the contests, and I don't know.
Oh, the contests are there, guys. So if you were like trying to find the poems today, that's probably where they are, right?
Yeah, that's there too.
Very cool.
We also have a new feature, which is the leaderboard get to know you thing.
I love that feature, dude. Cool.
That was hard. That was a lot of work.
That was really good. Suck it up, butter. I loved that. I texted you in the morning after.
That was good.
I loved it. I loved the questions.
I have a guy. I'm not going to reveal who he is, but we have a guy for the next one.
Dylan Carew was sneaking in through the back door. What's up, D?
And then we also are going to be launching on Sunday just a weekly trivia question, just for fun, no prize, but just
about
the tribe or you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's cool.
How funny will it be if I can't even answer them?
Oh my gosh. I can't answer the questions. It's going to be really funny.
I am that. That would be so me to not be able to answer a trivia question about myself. But anyway.
And then I'm trying to think of, the charity thing.
Yeah.
So we added the charity thing because so many amazing people out there are doing so much.
Yeah, totally.
That was getting to be a little overwhelming. So that's there too. So anybody out there that is riding, running, walking, if you have an event that you're raising money for, let us know. Send us an email. We'll put it on the charity
or a cause, section. Whatever it is. That's a great place to.
Yeah,
that's
especially in the holidays. If anybody wants to give, it's a really good spot to go. Check out. So that's another one.
So I guess the point is, don't forget that there's actually a website, the JSS Tribe.com. Yeah. Check that out. All right, cool.
Yes, and then we have new features coming, but Shirley told me I can't reveal them
Ooh,
yet.
we can't talk about them?
Not yet.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I just thought it would be an interesting 5-second topic because I wanted to ask if you're hearing, I'm sure you're hearing, but I'm complaining and the world is complaining, this calorie thing, before we get to the questions. So I think I told you this. So my treat to myself is chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know that
when I put my calories in of how much I burned, and when it was 500, I could eat my chocolate completely guilt-free.
Now there's no chocolate to be had.
No, now I'm depressed and needing more chocolate because I'm burning no calories.
Okay, so I haven't been able to spend a lot of time on the OPP reading all that went on about it. Of course, I'm aware of it. I think I've seen people that have said that like the calorie count is now like half of what it was.
For me, it's
half of what it was. This is what I'm kind of hearing from behind the scenes. This is not like official in any way, but this is kind of what I'm hearing. The original number was too high. The number you're seeing now might be a little low, and it's probably somewhere in the middle. Now that totally fucks with you, right? Because you want to know. People want to know what it is.
I mean, even though Rich always said it's not.
That's a really, by the way, and I know everyone that's a really tricky metric, by the way, on any piece of exercise equipment to sort of get right. You know, it doesn't matter if it's our bike, whatever it is, top of the line, that's a hard number to get right. I mean, I get why people are upset. I've never looked at it once. I don't even know.
For me, like, I never cared about very much. That was the one number I did.
Really? Interesting.
It made me feel better. Like 500
Well, I'll tell you
calories,
this. It really goes to show how many people really did look at that number, care about that number. I don't want to say depend on that number. A bunch of home runners have asked me about it in the studio since it happened. That it's kind of crazy, I guess. I don't know. I wish I had more info for all you guys on the tech side of how that all works and why that update even took place.
I'm sure it took place because everybody that uses all these Fitbits and Apple Watches and everything, nothing was matching.
I guess.
That was my guess.
I guess.
Because you would see on the OPP a lot of times that people would say which number's right.
Yeah.
And they were way off in different directions.
So the question is, no way you're done with the chocolate, right? I would be I would give you so much shit if you just stopped eating the chocolate.
No.
Okay.
I need my chocolate.
Okay, cool.
I can't.
Everybody, keep eating your chocolate.
Yeah,
honestly.
I need my chocolate.
Okay.
Okay, so now we are officially ready for the Ask section of our
Let's
extravaganza.
Go. Cool.
Okay, so the first question is from Casey Hagen.
And hey, Casey.
The question was, how in the world do you teach every Sunday morning? Are you one of the lucky people who do not get hangovers, or do you just use a great amount of restraint on Saturday night, save for that one ride in the sprint? Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay.
When we thought you were going to die.
So here's what I will say.
And what was up with that? You were really bad. It was bad.
That was like, the worst it can get.
Yeah.
I like bad enough. That particular ride that Chrissy's referring to and that Casey was referring to, that was like I was still completely fucking hammered on the bike. One of those kinds of nights that went deep into the night with a lot of excess alcohol. A very fun night. A night though when I woke up in the morning, that was the kind of morning that I should have been calling in sick. It was that bad, but it just doesn't work that way at Peloton, guys. As you can imagine, with live streaming classes, you just can't call the front desk and say I'm not coming in. It's very tricky and complicated to try to get someone to fill in. Obviously, they don't want to put something up on like an encore ride and that kind of thing. So that's how bad that was. But to answer the question, a lot of people know, but maybe some don't, that I didn't start teaching spin. My first gig was not with Peloton. I've been teaching for many, many years. And I've never not taught on a Sunday morning. Never. I've always had Sunday morning. I always used to have Saturday morning. Right. So I had, guys, you ready for this? I didn't have either night where I was like, ooh, I can really go to town tonight because I don't teach in the morning. Never. I've been teaching on Saturdays and Sundays forever. I don't teach on Saturday anymore. I only teach at Peloton now, actually exclusively. But I have always taught on Sundays for a decade. So I remember initially it kind of sucking and me having to figure out how to balance when I was out on a Saturday night, how that was going to go. I have it totally figured out. There are plenty of times that I'm on the bike and I'm completely hungover, like many of you, and I'm in it with you, just not talking about it as publicly on the bike as I maybe used to. So there are Sunday mornings that I don't feel great, but I kind of just know how to it sucks for me to teach that way, especially at Peloton. I mean, I used to be able to wing it at my other studios, no problem, but on camera, with those lights and the heat in the room, it's a shit show. Yeah. I mean, it's a total shit show to actually be really hungover and have to teach up there like that.
I could not.
So I do watch, unfortunately. I know how much I can drink, and I know exactly what I can drink, and I know how much I can drink of that particular drink that I love. And so I actually have to cut it back sometimes, which sucks, but it is what it is. No big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's the answer.
Okay, second one is Noreen Keenan.
Mm-hmm.
Do you enjoy cooking or baking? If we were to ask Carly or Evan, what would they say is your best meal or dessert?
No and no. Okay, no and no. I'm not proud of it. I am actually a little bit embarrassed about my lack of being able to cook. I don't think there's anything. I shouldn't be proudly saying that I don't cook or bake. So I attempt certain things. I also find that the only way to control my own meals and make them be the healthiest that they can be is if I make them. I get super paranoid about when I'm really in a zone and I'm really eating well. If I don't know what's going on and what's in what I'm eating, I find it's just so much easier for me to prepare. Okay, but here's the issue. I don't know how to cook, and I suck at it.
You can't cook anything?
I just eat really bland shit. I eat really bad, a really bad piece of grilled chicken. There are a few things that I've mastered, like that. People have asked me about that zucchini noodle thing.
The noodles,
you can't screw that up.
No.
They're just things that I don't. They're just very easy things that you can make. But here's the thing: I don't even dislike what I eat. I'm a little bit of a creature of habit.
But you
like,
love good food, so to go
I
home
do.
and bland.
I'm a little bit of like a fake food. I'm a little bit of a foodie for sure, but only if I'm in like a restaurant and going out for like a great meal am I that way. But I have no problem with grilled chicken or grilled shrimp over zucchini noodles with very little of anything else, and I'm really happy with it. Or like I can like steam some spinach and throw some protein over it, and I'm happy with it. Baking, I've never been good at. I burn everything.
I'm a killer baker.
She is the craziest baker. Christmas cookies, hello. Anyway, my kids think my food sucks. I try different things. They're like, don't make that again. So it kind of stinks. I do my best, and I actually do cook once or twice a week, but it's just not good.
All right, so Charlotte, I'm reading the feed. Charlotte wanted to know, since you're not a good cook, what do you love to go out and eat? What's your favorite meal?
Okay.
You're not like a pizza person, are you?
Oh, I love fucking pizza, but
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't indulge a ton in that, but I'm not afraid to have it. And when I have it, it's got to be great pizza. Like I am not partaking in bullshit pizza. I have no time.
Caste action.
No. I have no time for that. Like it has to be the pizza in my town that I love, or even like a ride to a special place. There's special places like that I love, and that is a treat for me, and I love it. I don't think pizza's horrendous, by the way. A slice of pizza or two slices of pizza.
I do love some pizza.
No, I absolutely love pizza. I love sushi.
Love
and I can eat so much of that. I'm not so adventurous with sushi, by the way. My real down and dirty like sushi friends, like they eat everything. I don't eat some of that crazy shit that's like really like nutty.
With like the eggs and stuff?
Yeah, like, I don't do like ikura. I don't do like all that, but what I do eat, I love. Like my salmon, my tuna, whatever. I just love really. Like I ate at Nobu like a week or so ago, and that's still. I mean, when it's just good, it's like the best ever.
I still love Nobu.
I love sushi. I love Italian. I don't know. Yeah, pretty boring. Move on.
Okay. Lucy Mayer Regan.
Lucy girl, I miss you, baby. What is Shake It and Amagansett? I hope she's on or no, maybe not.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe she'll watch though.
It's so funny.
Lucy, front row Lucy. You guys all know Lucy.
I have a friend whose kid's name is Amagansett. That's the kid's name.
That's
Bizarro.
That's really weird.
Yeah, because I'm like, what do you call her for short?
Yeah. Was she born out there or something?
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy. That's a bad name.
She wants to know how you and your husband met.
Oh my gosh, we met on an airplane, but not randomly. We were introduced, but on an airplane many years ago. So we have one of my closest friends from college, who's still one of my nearest and dearest friends. She and his family were best friends, and we all went on a trip together. And so I shouldn't really say it was on an airplane because we didn't spend that much time together on the actual trip. But we spent a lot of time together on the flight, and then that was like the beginning of the relationship.
Got it. I actually knew that story.
Yeah.
David Barnett.
James Twin.
Your love of sport is legendary. Who is your favorite sports star, either past or present?
Oh God, that's not an easy question at all. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so not mentally prepared to talk about my Yankees, and because most of you know me to be a Met fan, and it gets very muddy. Anyway,
such a sore topic.
It's such a sore topic. Grew up a Giants fan, so like I loved like Phil Simms and that era. I was a big Phil Simms fan, by the way. Okay, I love Derek Jeter. I love Jeter. I loved him as a ball player. I loved him as an individual. I know it's a really boring answer, but there was a time when I was a Yankee fan for a very long time. And my mother is a Yankee fan, and my brother is a diehard Yankee fan. And you knew me for years, and I was a Yankee fan.
All through my spin classes, you were a Yankee fan.
No one's gonna think I'm even credible anymore. I'm not gonna be credible to Jin Swin anymore if he's hearing this. But I love everything about Derek Jeter. I love everything about Derek Jeter as much as I hated everything about A-Rod and love him now.
Right. We all love him.
Side topic. I'm freaking out from A-Rod. Is anybody else freaking out?
This family who went through the whole talking about him, how much we hated him, and we love the Yankees.
He is so
we love him so much.
Good, guys. His commentary. He's well-spoken. I'm loving A-Rod right now. And Jin's twin. As a side note, Tony Romo. I'm
So
freaking
good.
out about
So
Tony
good.
Romo.
So good.
Are you, David Barnett, freaking out about Tony Romo? Unbelievably impressive. The things that he is saying during the game. It's
So
like
good.
really smart and intelligent. You say, okay, but he played football, so that's why. But
Godnick wants us to wave. Wave to Godnick.
hi, what's up? HG in the house. Anyway, I love Derek Jeter. You know another, and then we'll kick this topic. I was a huge Andre Agassi fan. I was a big tennis fan for many years. I'm not as excited about tennis anymore as I was for years and years and years. I loved McEnroe. I loved Agassi. And there's probably so many more that I'm like not even thinking of right now. But that's what stands out.
Agassi's a good one.
Yeah, I loved him.
I loved him.
He was like a badass.
He was so
Yeah.
cool. And Brooke Shields.
And should I tell the Chris Everett thing really quickly? Because
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
asked. Since we're
Yes,
talking about
yes,
tennis quickly.
yes.
So for those of you, and a bunch of you have asked me, yeah, she was in the studio. It was super fucking cool. I like looked over to my right.
Did you
I'm
know
like,
she was coming?
no, I had no idea she was coming. No heads up whatsoever. She came in with her family. Her family are, one man in particular is a guy that every time he lives in Aspen, every time he comes in from out of town, he rides with me. And I've gotten to know him a little bit. He never told me that he was related to Chris Everett ever in his conversations
Who was
with
it
me.
to her?
It's they're either brother and sister or brother and sister-in-law.
Oh.
I like couldn't remember what he said because I was like so flipped out. But anyway, I looked over. She was sitting on like, what was that, like bunk 4. So that was to my right of the platform, and I noticed her right away. I mean, I noticed her right away, but it was definitely like a double take. Like, holy shit, is that Chris Everett? Is anyone else seeing this? Because like,
And they don't.
there were a bunch of people in the studio that more. I think Godnick was there. I think Godnick and Carrie were there. Yeah, there were a bunch of home riders there also. And all I wanted to say on the mic is anybody else seeing this? But I couldn't. Like, I wanted to
you
point
didn't
to.
say anything in the studio?
Oh, no way. No, I'm way
I don't
too
remember.
professional
I don't
for
remember
that, guys.
I don't remember.
I didn't say anything in the studio. But she was nice as can be afterwards. She came right out and said to me, wow, this was nothing like tennis. She said that to me, which was like kind of cute.
Good. Kicked her ass.
Said she loves my class, blah, blah, blah. Her whole family loves me. She was so sweet, so nice, was so gracious about taking the picture. That's that story.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That was real. It was so cool.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was definitely fun.
And I like that she got her ass kicked.
Yeah. It was cool. She was in great shape, by the way. She had no problem. I didn't kick her ass. She was just being nice.
Okay, maybe I'm going to come back to this one. Do you have any sisters or brothers? And if so, did they ride? Are you the oldest? Who was mom and dad's favorite? For example, this is from Kristen Forrester. I have one sister, Stacy Forrester Kelly, and I am the youngest, and I am the favorite child.
Pokemom. So, of course, I was the favorite child. I have one sibling. I have an older brother. His name is Greg with 2 G's. I'm Jen with 2 N's. I'm Jen with 2 N's. He's Greg with 2 G's. He's 3 years older than I am. My brother lives out on the West Coast, so unfortunately I don't see him as often as I would like. He lived in New York City for many, 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 many years, and family and work and all that kind of stuff took him out to LA. He's out there. I don't get out there as much. He comes back here more. What did I say? He's 3 years older, so we spent like 1 year. We crossed over in high school for like 1 year.
2 for me.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it. He's my only sibling, and I was absolutely favorite child. I mean, that's like not even a question.
Okay, cool. Okay. From
And by the way, no, he does not ride. He doesn't
ride at all?
He doesn't ride.
Is he fitnessy?
He's been to like Soul Cycle, and he does know all about Peloton. He reads about it like in Forbes, like the rest of the world, and he's
Is he like
very proud and very impressed. He's been to the studio once. Isn't that actually, now that I'm saying that out loud?
once?
He needs to
Did he
catch
ever come
some
to Max
shit for that. Yes, he has. Yes,
Okay.
he has ridden with me before.
Okay.
He's only been to Peloton once, but he's always like in and out whenever he's in like whenever he sees like the Peloton store out in LA or whatever, wherever that's the stores are. There's one in Santa Monica near his house, I think. He's always pops in and out of there. He's always talking to like the salespeople. That's my sister, like stuff like that. He's proud, but he never gets his ass on the bike. Okay,
Is he
it.
like in shape?
Yeah, he's pretty in shape. He could be in a little better shape,
Okay.
I would say. But yeah, he's a thin guy.
It's hard to tell when you see photos of him.
Yeah, he's not he's in decent shape. Yeah,
I'm trying to remember when I saw him what he looked like. Like at bar mitzvah, I don't remember.
yeah. We look alike. We resemble each other.
No, I remember that. I just don't remember if he was physically fit, or I don't remember any of
He
that.
goes up and down a little bit, but he's a small guy for the most part.
Okay, Lisa Langone Matthews.
Mm-hmm.
When you yell out, what are our cadence and when you yell out what cadence and resistance should be, are you at those? I ask you this all the time.
Yeah.
Are you at those numbers, or are you higher or lower?
Okay, I am always at them, but here's what I will say: I am honest when I say that you guys are definitely working harder than I am because I constantly stop. Right? I do stop my legs. I stand up. I'm surveying the room. I'm scrolling up and down the leaderboard. I've actually found I get a little dizzy when I'm scrolling the leaderboard and riding. So a lot of times I'll take a moment and get out of the saddle, and then I'll scroll up and down to look at stuff.
Oh, okay.
There's like so much going on with like the lights in your eyes, and like the room's pretty busy. You've got the touch screen in front of you that's very bright and colorful and large. There's just a lot of things happening.
There's a lot going on that thing.
There's a lot going on the tablet, and so yeah, let's get back to it. When I call out a cadence and a resistance, I want to feel what it feels like because I'll make an adjustment. If I think that 50 resistance in that moment to that cadence isn't enough, I wouldn't know it unless I was there myself. So I'm always there, but I start and stop, and I don't think you guys do. So that's that.
Right, so things are coming. This screen is going crazy.
Okay.
So
you mean people showed up to this?
There's a lot of people.
People showed up and are actually watching this shit right now, for real.
And we didn't discuss any
Thank
of this.
you for that.
So tell me if you
I told Christy I
answer,
predicted 5 people would tune in.
No, we have a lot of people.
Okay.
145, 167. Okay, so apparently your Thursday 6:30 class this week is closed, and many people want to know if you know why. Like, it's closed to the public.
I'm not sure. I honestly, I think you asked me that.
We're getting quite a few people who wanted to come in on Thursday.
Oh, I don't know why. I can tell you guys that we have a photo shoot. All of us do, but it's done by 6:30. So it's ending a little bit before then, which is why I'm teaching.
Okay.
I'm able to teach at 5:30. But I honestly, I'm not like hiding any Peloton secrets. I have
you
no
guys
idea what that is.
You heard it.
I don't know.
Godnick wants to know if the headband will ever come
No,
back.
it's done. It's so done. And Godnick, guess what? If you were a real friend, you would have told me for 2 straight years to lose the fucking headband. The headband works on some, but really think about it.
I felt like at MaxFit, I felt like it looked good. But then on TV, it does not look good.
It does not look good at all. It was served its purpose. Now you should see what I got going. Okay? Now that I don't have the headband, I try to keep the hair neat and organized. You should see the ritual that goes on before I get on that camera. The products that I have to...
Yeah, because you have no flyaways.
No flyaways. I don't want to see a damn flyaway.
There's none.
My hair is shellacked into place, everybody. The headband is gone. And think about it. If you think through the team right now, there's nobody sporting a headband, right?
No.
Just Christine?
Not
someone. Someone
used
type
to,
in.
Right?
Does Christine wear anything around her head?
Emma,
no shot.
No.
JJ, no way. JJ's flat ironing that shit until right before she goes on.
God, it's like the headband period was special.
It was. You miss it, Godnick, really? And I struggled. Lisa Wichman knows this. I struggled. We used to talk about if you found a good headband, but here's the thing: none of them are good.
No, they all suck.
And in your basement, they're fine.
In
they
my
serve
basement,
their purpose.
I look like a moron with my headband, but they all suck.
I don't like how I look ever. But I decided after watching myself back with those headbands
Christine
on.
used to wear a headband. She doesn't.
Okay. I decided after watching myself back with those headbands.
Godnick wants to know,
what?
Can Peloton note which on-demand rides are headbands and which aren't?
Should we asterisk them?
I
want to burn them. I want to burn them. Then I'll even have less rides in that library that seems to be shrinking every time I look at it.
God needs to come to the live.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Oh my God.
We'll have to have a special.
Can we Uber him out here?
We'll get a car.
Would you ever come out here?
We'll have to get
to the suburbs.
I
bet you he doesn't do the suburbs.
We'll
He's a city
guy.
guy.
We'll show for him in.
He's not coming to the suburbs.
Oh my gosh, hilarious. Okay, wait. Just so you know, because you said how fast about the time.
Yeah.
So it's already 7:54, and we're like only a couple in.
So here's what I said. I said 5 people were going to tune in.
No.
And then I said we need to keep it to 20 minutes because no one wants to hear this shit. So should we go? Do you want a few more questions? It's going a little long. We were going to really cap it at like 50, 55 minutes. I mean, 20, 25 minutes, we said, right?
I mean, we barely got to some of these questions.
All right,
so
I'll you know what? I talk too much. Let's go. I'm going to shorten my answers.
well, we also kind of like go off the deep end, but that's okay. I don't care.
By the way, I love these. You guys can't see what she's wearing under
my
this.
sleepy pants.
They're
the best.
It's so freaking cool that we have this table.
Yeah,
why did I wear jeans? I could have worn.
Yeah, you gotta wear sleep.
I could have worn my pajamas.
Yeah, totally.
Wearing pajamas next time, guys.
Absolutely, you gotta like get that. I'm so good at because especially for work when we do stuff, I always just make sure you can see me this way.
That's smart.
Whatever is down here, who cares?
That's smart.
Yeah, comfort. I'm all about comfort.
Me too.
You look way better than me even when you're comfortable. Okay.
That's crazy
What
talk.
goes on behind the cameras at Peloton and the operation it must be? Love to hear the details from how many people are working behind the scenes
Oh God.
to how you look so good and between the rides, which I see what goes on even to turn the room over because they clean the room.
Okay, so a lot of you have been fortunate enough to have been able to ride in the studio. So you see that we've got the best studio crew. I call them like the NASCAR pit crew. What they do is crazy shit. Your bike is completely wiped down with a disinfectant product. Towels the floor is mopped. The mirror is Windexed. My whole area is cleaned up. Everyone, of course, has a fresh bottle of water. Your weights are there. A fresh new towel is put on. How many bikes are in there? 60?
I think so.
They have it down to such a science. It's actually a pretty cool thing to watch.
And they're really good.
And it's in terms of what goes on behind the scenes, in terms of like getting us in and out and up and down, I can talk about that quickly. So basically, we're supposed to be upstairs in the room at 11 minutes before the ride time starts. Okay, so 11 minutes before we get a little knock on our door and we have to go upstairs if we're not already up there. We get into the room before you guys do, you know that. We do the mic check. Your bike is adjusted. Mic check, mic clip with the wire. There's a bunch of stuff that goes on. Production talks to one another. Sound check, blah, blah, blah. And then I think it's supposed to be, don't quote me, I don't know, it's like between the 8 and 6 minute mark, depending on what's going on. The studio crew will let you guys in, giving you plenty of time to come in, adjust your bikes, blah, 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 get comfortable. And then, I'm sure if you ride with me, you've heard me say 40,000 times, that dimming of the lights was your 2 minute mark. So the first set of lights dim at 2 minutes. And then at the 1 minute mark exactly, we don't announce it, there is a little something that instructors know. We have a second dimming of the lights, which is like our instinct. They go darker. They go one shade darker. And at that moment, we have to hit our mark exactly. And everything is logged in a book. Like it has to be exact, not early, not late. At 1 minute, we have to introduce ourselves, introduce the ride type, the length of the ride, and give any pertinent information about what that ride is going to incorporate. And then when that 1 minute mark counts down backwards, I have a counter in front of me, a time counter in front of me. I then reach over to the laptop, start the playlist, and then the 45-minute countdown clock begins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so there's like
cool.
A countdown for what they call the pre-show, and the pre-show is all that stuff when we go live. They take you live. They like to take you live. I don't know.
Depends. It's all over.
It's always
the place.
different, right?
Yeah. Sometimes like 5-6 minutes. Sometimes 3 minutes.
When it's 3 minutes, you know that there's like shit going down in the studio. Like there's like
Usually
something.
it's like 5-6 minutes.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I can tell you about that. Okay. In terms of like what we look like and everything, we're supposed to look decent. Put a little makeup on, whatever. And in the past, I never had a stitch of makeup on to teach a sweaty fitness class, but for this it's like a little different, so gotta prep a little bit.
So you do it, they don't do it.
They don't do that for you. No, they give us a lot of good like products, and there's blow dryers and flat irons and all kinds of gel and makeup and all that stuff is in that little room for us. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy Halloween, everybody, by the way. Thank you, Dylan. Dylan just came in with a 30-minute sign. We're at 30 minutes.
Oh,
should we take like 1 or 2 more questions?
How
bored are you guys? Like, we can go take another 1 or 2.
Okay.
Rich, does it suck? Should we go for a little longer?
Okay. Keep going? Okay. Let me see. Just quick ones. What sports did you play in high school?
0. Go on. 0. Are you guys surprised? Are you surprised to hear
that's
that?
From Tracy Waldman.
But here's what I will say, Tracy. Didn't play sports, but love them as much as I love them now. Was like
you went to them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I had season tickets at Giant Stadium my whole life. I grew up going to sporting events. I grew up begging to go to sporting events. I was a huge Ranger fan when I was much younger. I used to sit in my little room with my little tiny, 13-inch TV and watch games Wednesday night at 7:30, Sunday night at 7:30. Like, I always loved them, never played them. Never
Did you
played
go to
them.
any of the games at school? Because I went to the basketball games.
Yeah. I went to football game. I
even went to wrestling.
What are you talking about? My boyfriend was a football
that's
player.
Right. That's right.
Studley football.
That's right.
So no, Carly Sherman did not take after me. I've never kicked a soccer ball, if anyone cares. And by the way, guys, really quickly, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for all of that amazing support last week for Carly. So she won the damn thing. We haven't gone back on to say anything because I kind of was thinking that the newspaper was gonna
say something.
I think the newspaper might be perplexed. They're not really sure how to handle the landslide. We think that we should do this like when there's a real election. Get the tribe behind us, right?
I kept saying the
like
power,
an important election. Yeah.
You know, we could have used this power for good a couple months back, year back.
Yeah. No politics
Just about
on the table.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, thank you guys so much. That was really amazing. And I know, you were just trying to support me and support my daughter, and we so appreciate it. Cool.
Oh, okay, awesome. If there's no...
It's like a Letterman show. We got guys with cue cards.
We got cue cards
up in this joint.
If there are no sports on a night, what would you curl up on your sofa to watch? Reality shows. I'm Survivor. I'm Big Brother. I'm Scandal. I don't watch Grey's.
Kristen used to have a crazy TV blog, guys. If anyone ever wants a television show recommendation, you gotta hit her up. There isn't a show on television that she doesn't know every single thing about. It's her other side passion. Fair?
Fair.
Okay. Ready, guys? You're gonna flip. I was the sickest TV whore. TV gave me so much pleasure for the big chunk of my life. And then one day I woke up, not all that long ago.
No, it's pretty recent.
And stopped watching. Stopped watching. I stopped watching. So, unless I'm watching sports, I watch a lot of sports. Unless I'm tuning into CNN to hear about the catastrophe of the day, it's so strange. And I miss it. And I call you and we talk about it, right? And it's just weird. I just was finding that I don't know what it is. It was just like in the last 5 or 7 years. But before that, there wasn't a damn show I didn't watch. But think about what I just said. I stopped watching the last 5 to 7 years. And television has only gotten insane in the last 5 years with Netflix and all of these amazing series. So I don't do Breaking Bad, and I don't do what's the Liv Schreiber show and the advertising show, Ray Donovan. I did just start watching Stranger Things. I'm enjoying it a lot. What else did you have?
And Howard said today that season 2 is better than season 1.
Cool.
So
I'm 6 episodes into Handmaid's Tale. It's fucking flipping me out and giving me the creeps, and I'm going to bed upset, and I don't know if I can finish it. So
you can finish. You can finish.
Okay. But this weird period that I went into where I just stopped watching TV, I think I was just spending, I was on my laptop, I was with social media, weird garbage.
Plus,
I watched everything.
You always know all the music.
I listen to a lot of music at night. That's when I find a lot of my new stuff for work. I do a lot of my work and my playlists at night. That's the other thing. But I used to watch everything, reality included, and I do sometimes sneak in a little Kardashians. Godnick, shut it.
And that's the one that I don't watch.
I watch it a little bit.
I
watch it a little bit. I just check in to see what's up with those crazy people. A little reality TV once in a while.
Do you eat before or after rides, and do you eat carbs?
Never, no. I can't even have my coffee before I ride, in the morning, Tuesdays and Sundays. So imagine, I bust out of those doors. I cannot get that coffee down fast enough. I think I answered this on the last thing that we did. I don't have a coffee maker at home and I don't want one. Right. So I only get coffee from establishments that make it. And so I don't have it until I'm done riding. And I've been doing hard-boiled eggs, actually. I told you I do simple, basic, no big deal. Easy, in the morning, that I'll have that before I teach. Maybe a bar, but bars are horrible. So I'm trying to, wean myself off of those.
I hate those bars.
There are a few out there that are crack for me that I really like. They're candy bars.
So should we finish with the Halloween discussion? I just feel I don't want it to.
Well, it's Halloween tomorrow. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy trick or treat. What do they want to know? What I'm going to be?
Yes.
What am I dressing up as?
What's your costume?
Oh God.
What's the best costume?
I went deep this year. You ready? Nothing. I haven't dressed up in 20 years. Ready? These people that really like me are going to start. They're really going to start thinking differently of me. I despise Halloween, Yaya. I hate it. I hate costumes. I don't wear them. I haven't dressed up since I'm 12. Halloween sucks. I don't like it. I feel really silly.
I'm the only one in this house that likes Halloween.
I feel really silly during Halloween, so I don't partake. I, trick or treated for many years with my kids.
What about candy?
Oh my God, addicted. Okay. The sickest.
See, that I know.
My most favorite. Candy is my downfall, by the way. If there's a downfall, if there's something taking me down, Rich Karuba, it's candy. What candy?
Go ahead.
Well, for a very long time, the only fish that I ever ate were Swedish fish, just so you guys know.
Like, I never have that for dinner.
You're going to say that shit on camera right now and do that? You're going to do that to me right now? There was a time.
That was a long time ago.
There was a time when I had Swedish fish for dinner. So I swear, I really don't do that anymore, but I love it. And so, like, Kit Kat, what's that other one that I love? Not Kit Kat, that other one. Twix, thank you. Kit Kat Twix. And then anything sugar, like I am a Tootsie Roll freak. I love the multicolored ones. The vanilla ones are fucking insane. No, they're insanity. They make a limited edition bag of just the blue. And there's going to be someone out there that's going to write right now.
For some reason, there's no comments coming in. I don't know if something's going on.
Oh, okay.
It stopped a little while ago, and I don't know why.
Okay. Anyway, I absolutely love candy, and that will never go away. I try to stay away from it, but...
All right. I think we should end. It's 35 minutes.
Wow.
There's way more questions we didn't get to. I'm so sorry.
Should we save them for
I'll save them, and then we'll ask for new questions anyway because things change. But so I hope you guys had a good time. We did. It went fun. Really fast again, and
I hope you weren't bored. And tomorrow's Tuesday, everybody. So 8 a.m. Metrics tomorrow. 9:30 Rock Ride, of course. 11:30 Country, baby. Yeah, and the playlist came out great.
It's really good.
Starting to get into my country groove.
Yeah.
So I'll see you guys all tomorrow. It'll be Halloween, so we'll talk Halloween tomorrow on the bike. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Bye guys.
Bye.